Well, hello world. Hello everybody. I'm back. So I'm sitting here. It's 108 degrees out here. About 8-9% humidity, maybe even 11. I'm not sure. Another big wind is supposed to come in tomorrow. So I gotta rebutton my stuff. I got it kind of slapped up back up. The tent it didn't get damaged, but the camera came down. I have to put it back. I gotta decide because you know but shade is at a premium. I'm gonna put it up tomorrow when this wind comes through and dies down. Otherwise, it's hotter than man. I mean, 108. Strangely, I don't have a bad time with it. Vampy, on the other hand, she's from beautiful climate all her life. And then I read a thing about Columbus, something. Regardless of political stance, his men had a horrible time trying to get used to that tropical, from Mediterranean, northern Europe, to the dense jungles of, Dominica and all that. So well, whatever. I can go in once in a while and, take a dip in the old air conditioner, but otherwise I don't have a problem with it. Drink lots of water and, be smart about it. Dodge around. You gotta stay out of that sunshine, man. If you get in that sunshine, that's when it starts getting ugly. And it gets ugly real fast in that sun. But otherwise, if you're in the shade, yeah, you can manage it. I do, and I've done it here all my life. So I wonder how I'd do in Frisco. It'd be interesting to do that. If I had $1 jillion, I'd do it. At the hay, yeah, I got $1 jillion. Anyway, but even northern Nevada, I hear it gets crisp up there. That iron cold. I've been, forest cold and snow and all that, Europe, a few years. And it was fun. You can manage it. But, of course, modern technology. But you can't, modern technology just slap ass cold. You don't plow it. It's just like rain or heat. I don't plow back down to 96. Right? So it's like, well, there it is. So that's the thing. No drama comes with it, like rain or material events. That's what I'd call it, because material precipitation, comes out of the sky and wipes people. But if it's just flat slap ass, oh man, just iron ass cold. And you look out there and ain't nothing happening. It's just cold. And then you look out there and I mean it's just slap ass, iron ass hot. There ain't no thunderstorm, dramatic Kalahari, right? No. It's just like, oh man, look out there. You can't watch the grass grow because it all got burnt out and dead, and because it grew and seeded and all that. Because I'm pretty familiar with the area. But you don't plow the cold. You can go outside. You can temperature in your home, like the temperature question, or issue, event. What would you call it? Right. So, but right now, 108. There is one thing, you can stand hot a lot better than you can stand cold, I think. Cold, boy, there's only a certain amount of stuff you can put on before you're just gonna freeze. Out here, you could take stuff out, and like I said, if you stay out of the sun and drink water, don't play, you can manage it. If it gets up to 128. See, and there's another thing about temperature in the desert. There's a certain threshold that when you fall past it, it's different heat. And it's just like, it's amazing, but it doesn't, like, man, it's hot. It's just burning, and it doesn't bother you as much, if that makes sense. and you just go about your day. But then at that point, you don't realize, you could just fall over dead and not, oh, damn, you know? And so you got to be careful with that heat. You got to do your stuff, So like if you're in the cold and you don't drink water because it's cold, I'm not thirsty, and then you fall over dying. Well, that same thing. It gets so hot that what, and anyway, and I've experienced quite a bit of it. Growing hay out there. Somebody asked me on Facebook about hay. Grew hay for a long time, but now, when alfalfa gets on me, it'll leave a welt, like on my arm. The leaves and dry, it'll leave a welt and it'll burn. And I mean, tell you, it'll mess me up. I don't know about now, because man, I tell you what, I was dipped in hay for days, and sweat and muck, and I'm under a dang, a New Holland cutter, pulling out a clog. You're muck, wet, nasty, gooey, hot hay. Man, you imagine this heat, and you're digging a bunch of wet ass hay out of a, about 18-foot swather, right? You're like, man, what the fuck? I get out of this swather, bro. I'm gonna come up on that tractor and I'm gonna whoop your ass. I ain't lying. Anyway, right? I liked it. That was fun, boy. And there's a certain person. Excuse me. I'm sorry. There's a certain person I'd like to talk to. The person I worked for up there in Amargosa. He knows who he is. I'd like to have a few words with him. Old times. I'd have something to say to him. Anyway. So, yeah, I don't get burnt up. I know how to dodge it and avoid it. It can be done. It's not that hard. But you got to know what you're doing, and you've got to done it for a long time, or you're just not going to make it. There ain't no warrioring out here unless you've been worrying for a long time. It just ain't no playing out here. People think, oh, the forest and the trees. I'm digging it. There's tough stuff in there. But this is just a different planet, animal, genre, environment. I don't know what to tell you, boy. It'll burn, bye. Forrest, you'd be walking around like an idiot for weeks and slowly just die and become mushrooms, out here. It's hours on, then you'll be paper for a millennia. Some could, oh, look at this paper dude. Oh, take him out. We'll put him in a museum. We'll put him in the saloon. Yeah, that's what we do with y'all. Right. All right. I'll catch y'all later. Live by your wits, not by your worries. Peace. Bye. Check it out. Whoopsh.